Hello, fourth graders. Fourth graders, it's the Unit 6 math review. This review is actually a little bit shorter than a lot of my other review videos because so much of Unit 6 was dedicated to learning how to do those long division methods. Before we get there, though, let's do some of these extended division facts. Remember, the strategy here is to rewrite it as a multiplication fact. Once you do that, it helps you to see better because we can see that here we have the fact first, so deal with that. 6 times something equals 42. Well, you know my little poem. 6 and 7 went on a date and ordered a table for two. Oh, I love that one. And then we look at our zeros, right? So we have 1 0 over there. We don't have any in the problem yet, so we need one more. 60 times 70 equals 420. So 420 divided by 6 equals 70. How about this? How about you do C? Go ahead. Let's see. 9 times blank equals 540. 9 times 6 equals 54. And then I need 1 0. 60 was the answer. If we have different types of zeros here, look, see, this is why you need to rewrite these. So 600 times something equals 4,800. We'll do the fact first and then try the zeros. What do you think makes that true? Yeah, only the number 8. You don't need any zeros here because look, 1, 2. 1, 2, it's balanced. So our answer here is 8. What about the last one, D? If you have 8 times something equals 640, that would be made true with 80. So that is our strategy. Our next skill, the long division skill, we have 84 divided by 7. And there's not enough room there. Remember, we want lots of room. I'm going to do one of these with does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? And I'm going to do the next one with does McDonald's sell clean underwear? If you're looking for partial products, you won't find that here. You'll need to find a different video if you want to learn that method. D for divide. 7 goes into 8 one time. M for multiply. 1 times 7 equals 7. Okay, and I want you to keep going until you have the right answer. Okay, do that multiplication problem. Or division problem, sorry. All right, let's see if you kept going in the right direction. We'd have 1 here. 1 is smaller than 7, so we check and bring down the 4. Yep. And now back to the top. Divide again. How many 7s are in 14? 2. 2 times 7 equals 14. We put that down here. So we divided, multiplied. I'm subtracting. 0 is smaller than 7. That's what we're always checking, right? Is this number smaller than the divisor? Bring down, but look, there's nothing there to bring down. So our answer is 12. Did you get 12? Yeah, and you want to know that you have to know the steps for how to do these problems. Here's our next one, 68 divided by 4. Like I said, I'm going to do 68 divided by 4. Now, when you do this pushing up method, does McDonald's sell clean underwear? Make sure you leave. See how much of a space I left in between my numbers? That's important because I'm going to be splitting that and eventually pushing a number up there. It starts the same. Divide. How many 4s are in 6? 1. Multiply. 1 times 4 equals 4. Subtract. Check 2 is smaller than 4. And push up here. Look, now I have 28. That's why I left all that room. All right, back to the top. How many 4s are in 28? 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Hey, look, no remainder on this one again. No remainder. Our answer, 17. Okay, so that's with those 2 digits. Here we have one where we have to think about the remainder. Okay, there are 39 granola bars in a box. Michelle and her 3 friends decided to share them equally. How many granola bars will each girl get? What's something that you notice in that problem? Did you notice that there's 4 kids? Michelle and her 3 friends. Oh, it's being tricky on us. 39 divided by 4 equals unknown, but B for bars. So 39 divided by 4. I think I do have room on this page. I do. 39 divided by 4. How many 4s are in 3? 0. So I can look at 39. How many 4s are in 39? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40 would be too much. So 9, because 9 times 4 gets us close to 39, but you can't go over. Okay, now multiply. 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract, check. Nothing to bring down. This is the remainder. 9 remainder 3. All right, so we got some thinking to do here. Because the question says, how many granola bars will each girl get? Each girl will get 9 remainder 3 granola bars? No, that doesn't make any sense. You can't have remainder 3 granola bars. What would they do with granola bars? Would they throw them away, right? Ignore it? Would they break them into pieces? Or would they, well, they can't really go get another granola bar. What would they do? They would cut these into pieces, right? And each girl would get 3, or would get 1 piece of each one, and get, so that they'd get 9 and 3/4. This little shortcut way to know that is you can take this remainder and put it on top of the divisor. So 9 and 3, right? There's the 3, and it's divided into 4 pieces. 9 and 3/4. If we were talking about toy cars, well, we couldn't do that. We would have to ignore it. If we were talking about seats in a bus, well, if you have extra kids and it's talking about seats on a bus, you're going to need an extra seat. So you have to do some thinking about what to do with the remainder. That includes on this, that's true on this question also. Megan baked 58 cupcakes for a class party. She put the cupcakes on plates. Each plate held 6 cupcakes. How many plates were needed to hold all of the cupcakes? First thing I want you to do is to tell me the number model with an unknown, right? C, no, not C. We'll probably make it P for plates. Write me a number model with an unknown. You should have written 58 divided by 6 equals P. All right, I would like for you to divide this, and then I would like for you to think about what to do with the remainder. All right, let's check your work. Did you do 58 divided by, what was it? 6. And this time I'm going to do the push-up method. 6 goes into 5 0 times. Minus 0 equals 5. So really I end up with 58, same way I would over there. How many 6s are in 58? Ooh, well, 6 times 10 is 60. That's too much, but 6 times 9 is close, because 6 times 9 is 54. And subtract and push that up. 9 remainder 4. Now, that's not the answer, though, right? That's the answer to the division problem. But they want to hold all the cupcakes. We know they need 9 plates, but they have 4 cupcakes left over. They would get an extra plate. 10 should have been your answer. If it wasn't, think about where your mistake was. Did you divide incorrectly? Or did you not think about the remainder in the right way. It always helps if you want to check yourself, it always helps to go back to the question and try putting it in a sentence. If I said, they needed 9 remainder 4 plates for all of the cupcakes, nobody knows what that means, right? They needed 10 plates to hold all of the cupcakes. That makes sense. All right. Ounces and pounds. How do you convert this? This is a weird one. Times what? Do you remember? It is times 16. There are 16 ounces in a pound. Times 16. So 7 times 16 is going to need to be done over here. 16 times 7, 70 and 42. And then I add those up and get 112. This is the least fun conversion that we'll do in 4th grade. Pounds to ounces times 16. All right, I'm going to make you just do one of these. How about we do 14 pounds? Grab your scrap sheet of paper. How many ounces are in 14 pounds? It's 14 times 16, right? 14 times 16. Let's see how we did. 10 and 6, 10 and 4. I'm going to go pretty quickly through here because you already did this work. If you didn't do this work, you need to be more responsible. 160, 40, that's 200. And 24 more. I can figure out that that's 224. 224. Now, over on the side, you can see it asks us to explain that, right? To explain how we figured it out. Well, that doesn't mean just write the math problem over here, the number sentence. That means to tell our steps using sequence words. When we're explaining something in math, we need to use these sequence words to organize our writing, right? The text structure here is sequence. First, I multiplied. Well, first I knew that the conversion was times 16. Then I multiplied, see my sequence words, multiplied 14 times 16. The answer was 224. Right? So when you explain something, that means use words. Don't just write a number sentence. You do need to include that. I put a number sentence in here, and I put my answer in there too. Explain, right? Means with words. Here we go. Protractor, not using the protractor, right? So we have complementary angles here. And so I can remember that these two angles have to add up to 90. So what does angle A have to be? It has to be 50. 50 degrees. And the reason why our number sentence is 40 degrees plus A, the unknown, right? There's A, equals 90 degrees. Hey, now look at number 7. Number 7 is different because we're going all the way this way. These were called supplementary angles. Let's give you a moment to try. You're trying to figure out, I'm going to put a letter right here. You try to figure out that angle X there, angle DCB, what should it be? Okay, and how did you get your answer? Okay, so if I put these two together, 30 plus 90 plus, we're calling it X, equals 180. I can solve for that, right? These two together equal 120. So I would need 60 more. How can I check that to see if it makes sense? Well, does this look like a 60-degree angle? Sure does. right? It's acute. It's not real small though, right? It's on its way to being 90 degrees. But that's a good way to check and kind of monitor your own thinking there. All right, where are we at now? There's all the work we were doing before. Here we have Joey, who added 3 3/4 cups of strawberries to the fruit salad. Then he added 2 3/4 cups of grapes to the fruit salad. How many cups of fruit did Joey add to the fruit salad? All right, what do you think the number model here should be? Hey, this is an adding problem. Why is it an adding problem? Because he's putting these together, right? We're getting more of something. Whenever we're getting more of something, this is why visualizing is one of the key math word problem skills. You should have had this. And then unknown is C for cups. What would that equal? Hey, stack them and add them. I don't have much room here. I should have gone to a different sheet here. We have 6/4, 5 6/4. Okay, if you write that on the test, I'm going to count it. The better way, though, is to remember that this 6/4 is equal to 4/4 plus 2/4. And so we can give this whole over here to end up with 6 2/4, or even better, 6 1/2. Okay, 6 2/4 cups. Like I said, if you put this, I'm going to count it right, but we've got a little bit better answer there. Number 9. Number 9, for each angle, name the type of angle, then use a protractor to measure each angle and record your measurement. All right, I need to get my protractor one, which I think I had over here. Yep. There it is. So remember, things that we need to remember about using a protractor. Okay? Before we even start using the protractor, can I get it off the screen here? There we go. We need to estimate. Okay? The way we estimate is by thinking about what kind of angle this is. What kind of angle is this? Acute, obtuse, right, straight? It's acute. So it is less than 90 degrees. What do you think this is before we even measure it? I'd say it's almost 90, isn't it? Almost. I'd say 80. If you said 75, 85, you're in the right ballpark. If you said 60, that's probably too small. Okay, so now we're going to write down the angle name, acute. And now we're bringing the protractor over here. Now, remember, watch me. I call this the center of the sun. See how that kind of looks like a sun right there? And we're going to take the center of the sun and we're going to go and put it on the vertex. See, now you have one of the rays pointing towards 0. And sometimes you have to turn this, right? Sometimes you have to turn this. I didn't, because it was nicely written there. I could measure it like this, right? See, I could make, let's see if I can get, see, now I have that ray up here pointing to 0. Okay, but I'm going to go back here to this because it kind of looks normal. All right, now I'm going to look at my choices, 50, 60, 70. So it's either 75 or 105. Which of those numbers is correct? It is 75. How do I know it's not 105? Because that would be an obtuse angle. Okay, 75 is the measurement of an acute angle, which is why we always start by thinking about that. All right, what kind of angle is this? Obtuse. This I'm going to guess, what do you think? 115, maybe 120? Here we go. All right. Where do... Oh, I got to move. Come on, move along there. Here's the center of the sun. Where do I put it? On the vertex. I know you used to call it a corner. It's really called a vertex. All right. And how many degrees do you think this angle is? You should have said 120, not 60. If you said 60, look at this angle. This is more than 90. Okay, so when it's pointing to two different things, which it always will be, see how it's pointing to 60 and 120? You have to choose the one that fits the type of angle that you have. This is obtuse, so this is 120 degrees. I think I saw one last problem down here. I did. Find the length and the perimeter of the rectangle below. Okay, I know the area and I know the width. What do I not know? I don't know the length here, right? This is the missing side. I'm going to call it side E, right? And so when we are trying to figure this out, we know that the area equals the length times the width. So we know that this one has 294 equals 6 times E. Well, I can't do that. I don't know all my 6's all the way to 294. But what I do know how to do is do well, if I could type right, 294 divided by 6. And my computer's losing battery, so I'm going to go fast here. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. Actually, let's let you do that. And let's see how you did. This would go in 0 times. So now I look at 29. How many 6's are in 29? 4. 4 times 6 is 24. And I have a 5. That's smaller than 6. I bring down the 4. Back to dividing. How many 6's are in 54? 9 of them. 9 times 6 is 54. And I subtract to get 0, so no remainder. Did you say 54? If you did, then you're right. If you didn't, then you want to make sure that you take a look to find the perimeter. Now I can just add up all 4 sides, right? 49 plus 49 plus 6 plus 6. That's going to give me the perimeter. Area is the inside. Perimeter around the outside. All right, 4th graders, I think we're ready for Unit 6. If you're still struggling with any of the division things, with your parents' help, go out there and get some videos. There's hundreds of them on long division, right? Watch some of those. Do that to help yourself. And I look forward to seeing what we do on this test. All right, good luck.